Hi. Excuse me. We're asking people 24 Kamala or Trump?
Excuse me?
24 Kamala or Trump?
What?
Kamala or Trump for president 2024?
Kamala.
Kamala, why Kamala?
Because Trump sucks.
Yeah. Why would you say that?
Because he has a lot of hatred in his heart.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. For Kamala or Trump?
Kamala.
Yeah. Why Kamala?
I feel like Trump is kind of like homophobic.
Yeah.
And personally, having a lot of friends, I would really, not have their rights taken away. But yeah,
Okay. And so would you say that's like the only reason or?
there's a lot. Frankly, I don't really have the time to go into it, but I hope you guys have a good day.
Excuse me, Paul. We're asking people 2024 Kamala or Trump?
Trump,
Why Trump?
because he will do good for this country.
Okay. Okay. So you think the economy was better 4 years ago?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
My kids are suffering right now.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Are you gonna cook some lumpias right now?
I already have, but I'm looking for tocino or whatever.
Excuse me, sir, boy. We're asking people 24 Kamala or Trump?
What?
2024 Kamala or Trump for president?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
No. If you had to choose.
I don't know.
No. What would you say? Trump. All right, thank you. He said Trump. I know that's a Trump baby. Thank you. So what would you say? Kamala or Trump for 2024?
Trump.
Why Trump?
I like Trump, man. When he's a ex-president, he has everything is cheap. The gasoline, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For this president dog, everything is go up. I think he's a guy from business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Trump, man.
Better economy 4 years ago than today, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. 24 Kamala or Trump?
Hablo inglés.
Oh, Presidente Kamala or Trump?
La presidenta, esta Cámara,
Kamala, ¿por qué Kamala?
se mira que está bien, pues no es racista como es Donald Trump.
¿Por qué Trump es racista?
¿Ande?
¿Por qué él es racista?
Uno quiere a los inmigrantes.
No.
No.
So por eso él es tan racista.
Sí, sí, porque quiere portar a todos, pues, y eso no. Me imagino que todos necesitan una oportunidad en este país, pues.
Pero también estamos en el Estados Unidos, es diferente país y todos los países del mundo son así.
Sí, pero cada quien tiene sus distintas políticas, ¿va? Y hay que respetar cada política de cada país, pues.
Okay.
Él sabe lo
Okay.
que-
Gracias. Excuse me, sir. We're asking people 24 Kamala or Trump for president.
So right now, regarding for the economy, I think to look like nothing else. So we will see what's going on in the future.
So who do you think would be better, Kamala or Trump for the economy?
Trump.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the economy?
Yep.
Yeah.
At least business is okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're asking people 24 Kamala or Trump for president. President Kamala or Trump?
Well, either way, we're screwed.
Yeah.
That's
If you had to choose, would you say it's the better of the two evils, I guess? Trump? I guess Trump. Okay, would you say he's better for our economy?
For the economy, yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We're just asking really quickly. Kamala or Trump 24?
I'm on the phone right now, so I'll get with you guys in a sec. All right?
Oh, okay. So you want us to wait here for you?
No.
Okay. Or Kamala or Trump?
Trump.
Why Trump?
I don't know.
No.
Because everybody else say it. I mean,
Alright.
but nah, Kamala.
Why Kamala?
Because she has more political resolutions. You know what I'm saying? And more what you call it, expectations to build America again. So that's where I'm headed.
What exactly do you like about her? Like, what policies has she enacted that you like?
It's just her personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just a fun politician.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And do you like the fact, like, I mean, I don't know about you, but like, would you say a lot of Trump supporters wouldn't like Kamala because maybe she's black or a woman?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. She's more of a people person.
I forgot.
It's all good.
I forgot.
Who would you vote for, Kamala or Trump?
Huh?
Who would you vote for, Kamala or Trump?
This is a real question? Donald Trump.
Why Trump?
He's more of a president, in my opinion.
That's what I said.
Oh, so you too, Trump?
I mean, I was saying that at first, but
Outside of all the racism and other stuff, when it comes to
Like policies?
but no, he's not really a politician. He's a businessman. He's worried about the money, and I am too. No funny. I can get past the racism and all that other stuff. I ain't worried about somebody being racist to me. I can care less.
As long as you're making good money?
I want that money. You know what I'm saying? I want
that's
that
what
money.
it's all about.
That's just the truth.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I want that money.
So I mean, he did create, like, he increased a lot of jobs, in his time in office.
Oh yeah, and people can deny it if they want to. I'm African American, and one thing he did do is get us a lot of money when he was elected that first round. Am I lying?
No, you ain't lying.
He got us a lot of money, so.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag. We're just asking really quickly, we're live. Trump or Kamala? 24.
I'm not gonna vote.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
You?
No, me either. I don't want to.
Nobody?
Yeah.
You don't like any of them?
No, none.
Or Trump for president?
Oh, well, I vote for Kamala.
Why Kamala?
Well, I'm a Democrat.
But why? Why are you a Democrat? Why Kamala?
I think she represents the people, and she has a history of doing well for the U.S. I think Trump, what he expects is personal, and he's not for the people. And I think everything is personal with him, and it's not to help everyone to make the country better, but it's to make him better. So that's why I choose not Trump.
And what would you say about, like, for example, rental prices, like inflation the past few years during the new administration versus Trump's administration?
I think the rental prices is basically, I don't think it has anything to do with the administrator as far as Trump and the current president. I think it's basically based on the landlords. I think they're kind of money hungry and they're making everything go up. So it's what you could do for me now, and they're taking, and they're really not for the people.
Okay. And do you think that maybe inflation has to do with that? Like, for example, in the past 4 years, we gave over a few $100 billion, almost $1 trillion to foreign nations. Do you think that could be because, for example, we've given a lot of money towards Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, illegal immigration. And so do you think that could be a huge part as to why inflation has increased throughout the past few years?
I think it has increased, yes. Yes, I think that has a lot to do with it. I would really like for our administrative, for the U.S. to give more for the U.S. people and not just for the other countries. Yes, help the other countries, but also help the people here. We have a lot of people here that's homeless. We have a lot of people, former soldiers, military, that also need help, that for our company, for our country. And I think that we should take care of home first.
And so would you vote for Kamala knowing that she is giving more money to foreign nations before taking care of our own?
Well, that I can't really get into the politics because I don't know why she's doing that and what it's for. So I can't say yes or no to it. But I mean, I would have to really know why. But I'm pretty sure that I trust her enough to know that, hey, this is something that she's doing that's going to benefit also the U.S. too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's very interesting because, like, I don't know if you listen to R.F. Kennedy Jr., but he mentioned that a big reason why they do it is to, like, funnel it through, like, BlackRock and Chase. So the endless wars, the reason why they do it is so they can funnel it back, and then Kamala and the Biden administration, they get a cut. So that's why I think it's corrupt. And I think that's why a lot of people are leaning towards independent, because people are like, I don't like Kamala and I don't like Trump. So I don't know. That's where I'm kind of.
I mean, that's why when we have our election, it's for you to look into the individuals and see what they bring to the table. Just don't choose someone because somebody else chooses it. Choose them because they represent something that you represent and that you want to move forward with. That's going to make everyone better in the country. Yeah.
And so would you say Kamala still, even though, like, she would be giving hundreds of billions of dollars for laundry money?
Well, just like
Money
I
laundering?
said, I don't know exactly why we're giving money to other countries, but I'm pretty sure if we're doing it, we're somewhat the USA is helping other countries better. So I can't say it's bad, but I can't say it's good because I'm not into politics. But I'm pretty sure if we're doing it, we're helping people out, and that's what America is about. We help other countries, we help people out, but we also need to take care of the U.S.
Yeah. Well, that's the story that she gives people. So like she tells us, like especially in the black community, like she tells us she helps us out, but like that's not really the reality. Because when you follow the money trails, you see where it's going. And when you look at the money, that it's public knowledge on the internet because the government legally they have to post like where they're spending their money.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know how to access that information. But if you go on their website, you'll be able to see that she's illegally sending money to Ukraine and Israel and all these other nations, and they're using it for money laundering. Because what they do is they send it to other countries, and then like they wash the money like that so that they can get a cut of the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you guys
But yeah.
not stand directly
That's
in
it.
front of the door?
All
Can
right.
you move down there or go down there?
All right.
thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Big bag. Yeah, my.
Kamala.
¿Y las razones por qué?
Porque mucha gente se enfoca en Trump por la economía, pero creo que es un mal ejemplo para los niños o para las personas, porque él siempre está insultando, está criticando y la mayoría de veces 100% él está diciendo mentiras. Entonces eso sería. A cambio, Kamala, claro, la gente está disgustada porque muchas veces no hicieron lo que tenían que hacer, pero pienso que con Kamala tenemos una oportunidad más y eso sería mi opinión. Pero sinceramente con Trump, aunque la economía dicen entre paréntesis que estuvo mejor, pero al final de todos uno siempre tiene que trabajar sí o sí para mantener a nuestras familias y todo eso. Y entonces para mí primero va el ejemplo antes que el dinero. Entonces, por peace, fuera Kamala.
Kamala or Trump though, 24?
That I don't know.
No. What would you vote for, 24, Kamala or Trump?
Trump, make America great again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why
Fuck
Trump?
Kamala Harris.
Why Trump?
Because he's the greatest.
Okay. And what about you, Kamala or Trump, guys?
Who?
Kamala or Trump 24?
Trump.
Why Trump?
I don't know. I think he has better, more things to offer.
business decisions, more
It's
business
way more better. It's like better.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So better for our
What
economy.
about you? What about
Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag.
Excuse me, guys. 24, Kamala or Trump?
Sorry?
Kamala.
Kamala? Trump? Why Trump? Why Kamala? Why?
Just an opinion, I guess.
No?
I mean, she support Harris, but
Why would you?
I like
Why do you like Trump?
I like his policies.
And why do you like Kamala?
I don't know. She's not that conservative, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I think Trump is very conservative, so I don't know.
Okay. No. ¿Quieres presidente Kamala or Trump?
Kamala.
Kamala? ¿Por qué?
Yes, it's Kamala, Partido Demócrata.
Kamala or Trump for president?
I choose Trump.
Trump?
Yes.
Or Kamala or Trump for president?
Oh. No, I'm not trusting that.
Okay. No, we're just asking people, 24, Kamala or Trump for president? Kamala, why Kamala?
Not Trump, that's for sure.
Why do you say that though? What is it about Trump would you say no?
We've already been there, done that. Her policies are better. He ain't got no policy.
Yeah. What policy do you like about her specifically?
Women's rights, that's the main one. And initially she didn't seem to have a plan, but now she has more substance. I guess the first time she was not prepared because it just threw her in there. But
So women's rights, I guess, would be like the main thing you like about her versus Trump.
yes, she's gonna ensure, hopefully, because you never know with these politicians. She's gonna ensure that we are protected
And by women right, I'm assuming you're talking about like pro-choice, pro-life related things. Yeah. Okay. And what do you think about like, for example, what do you think about like inside the womb, like you know, the child, do you think that they should have a choice to choose?
The child can't speak, and it's not a fully, like abortion doesn't happen in the ninth month typically, unless something crazy is happening. So there are limitations. The whole people are aborting kids after they're born thing is insane. So no.
And what do you think about like when people?
I gotta go. I'm about
Okay,
to get more.
Kamala or Trump for president? Kamala or Trump for president? President.
I'm thinking really, really hard. I am still deciding. I really can't answer this question.
If you had to choose, and there's no right or wrong answer,
I would probably flip a coin.
who would you say, sir, of Trump or Kamala for 24?
Oh, Kamala for sure.
Yeah. And why would you say Kamala?
Because Trump is an idiot.
So, what would you say about him that makes him an idiot?
Because he's like a comedian, you know. It's like that's about it. It's just there's nothing about him that is, you know, words come out of his mouth is respectable. That's all.
And what do you think about like Kamala and like her different accents? Do you think that's funny or?
No, not about the accent, but we do need a woman, you know, as a
For
president.
president?
Yes, as a change. Yep.
Presidente Kamala or Trump?
Kamala.
¿Por qué?
Porque ella es buena.
Kamala or Trump for president?
I don't know. Kamala, I think.
Why Kamala?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's the best choice. Yeah.
Would you say it's maybe because she's a woman or something like that?
Yeah, maybe we want something different. Not
Yeah.
the same thing that we had before. Yeah.
For Kamala or Trump for president?
Kamala, of course.
Why Kamala?
So I just don't like the way Trump is disrupting and dividing the country. Like too much lies. Like I know it's political and everybody can do that, but it's just too much.
And what way would you say he's dividing the country, though?
So just like I'm from Georgia, my family just went through Hurricane Helene, and he was telling people that federal government wasn't there. Personally saw it. My mom and dad had to get FEMA relief, so it's just not true.
Okay. So you think he's lying about Hurricane Helene? That's what the way he's dividing the
it's
country?
His whole way of doing politics is to tell people certain things. The problem is a lot of people are believing it and not, you know. And then it's just a whole bunch of things. It's you know, people the way people get news is different, you know, depending on what algorithm you have and all this good
Okay.
stuff. So.
And what do you like about Kamala, though?
So, I mean, I like the way her and as being a vice president, who she is. I like what she's, she's here to help people. And even if you disagree with her, you can't say that she's not trying to help the country. She's trying to bring people together. I mean, we're just a divided country. It is what it is. But I think
In what way, though?
Divided country?
No, in what way is she helping to bring the country together?
So I think she's just trying to show that she can, with her policies, that she's trying to help the middle class, help, with her housing policy. She's trying to bring more housing so that people don't have to pay so much money in rent. She's trying to bring down prices. The inflation is back down. And I think Trump is doing that too, in a way, but I think he really cares about the higher.
I think that's interesting that you bring that up because, like, I'll give you an example. Right now in today's economy, I mean, everyone pretty knows, like 4 years ago, the economy was a lot better, right?
Right.
But now in today's economy, like a Miami condo is going for like 4 or 5K.
Right.
When that same condo used to go for like 1,000, 1,500 a month 4 years ago.
Right.
And so, like, when you look at it under like the Kamala Biden administration, inflation has increased because they're giving hundreds of billions of dollars to foreign nations. So when you look at it like that, even though a lot of people don't like Trump as a person, economically, his policies would be better for our economy if they were better 4 years ago.
I don't know about that. Because he did a tax cut for his people, for the rich, and the middle class didn't get anything. So the richer people got more money. So the people that own the condos, they can put more money into their buildings to attract those higher paying folks. So, I mean, the Republicans that's what they do. Like they they believe in trickle down economics. That if I get the folks that so-called makes jobs, they'll make more jobs that'll trickle down and everybody else.
Right, yeah.
But that is not necessarily the case. And you saw when they did a tax cut, the richer people got richer. They gave their money to their folks that gave them dividends and tax breaks and all that kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily true that Trump will give people more,
Yeah.
more that the economy will be better, because every Republican, I'm 50 years old, every Republican that I've been up under, they might have a short time where the economy goes good, but something happens that makes the economy goes bad every time. So you might have a 5% economic boom for a short spell, but it ends up causing problems in the end.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Do you guys know each other?
I have no idea who.
You don't know who this dude is? Because he's like right behind us.
I'm looking at the equipment.
It's fascinating. Well, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Who are you?
What equipment is that?
Just a camera. We're asking people, Trump or Kamala 24?
No.
Kamala or Trump?
That's a really tough question.
There's no right or wrong answer.
For what I've seen and studied, I think Kamala, because I don't know. I'm an economist, and there's too much wealth at the top and not enough. Well, we should have millions of people in poverty, and I think redistribution of wealth, even though people hate to talk about that, is necessary in this country now. A lot of our other policies, socialist policies, I don't like, but redistribution of wealth, I think, is important for us to avoid disaster, because for the countries that have a few very wealthy people and everybody else is poor are generally third world countries. Right. Yeah.
And what would you say, I guess, specifically about inflation being like at an all-time high right now? Because that would be like an argument that you could use to say that, under the Biden or Kamala administration, that it wouldn't be so good financially or economically.
Well, generally, if Republicans in office, prices come down, but there's a lot of factors that go into inflation, like availability of products and consumers to buy them, and advertising and where you live in the country and things like that. But inflation's a tough one. But generally, when there's a Republican president, the government spends less money, which frees up more money, for consumers, or allows the government to reduce taxes. But our federal debt is so high that I don't know if it really matters anymore. So.
Okay. And what would you say about someone like Ron DeSantis? Because he carried like Florida off of like tens of billions of dollars of debt. Yeah. So I feel like that could be an example that maybe our next president could take. Yeah. So I don't want to say we're too far gone, because we do have trillions of dollars of debt. I think like 35, something like that. Yeah. So I think it is still possible, but I think just looking at the policies that someone, like lowering taxes for like everyone, and, like decreasing inflation. For example, just 4 years ago, a condo in Miami was like less than $1,000. Now it's 3-4K. Yeah. So I think like things like that kind of makes a difference for lower and middle class people. Wouldn't you say so?
Well, there's we let Wall Street, bet on huge, packages of real estate in the last 20 years. And it's driven the price of real estate so high, it's unaffordable for even a lot of people with a lot of money. And that's bad, because, when your housing expense is too high, you can't afford to live or even have, enjoy your life. So
I agree. That's kind of like the situation we're in now under like, I guess like the Kamala Biden administration. So that's why I'm asking you. It seems like from what you're saying, it seems like you would actually agree more with like the Trump administration, because the economy 4 years ago was a lot better, like financially, economically. The inflation was a lot lower. We were making more money. Like I remember at Amazon, for example, I went to apply to a job and they were paying $20 an hour. Now they're barely trying to pay $15 an hour for the same exact position with higher inflation. Isn't is that, would you say that helps the middle class?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I applied, for example, at a warehouse job at Amazon, and they were paying $20 an hour just 4 years ago. But now they're barely trying to pay $15 an hour for the same exact position with higher inflation in the economy. So would you say that would help the middle class or the lower class?
No, I don't know why Amazon would be paying less
Right.
than they did 5 years ago, because you always have inflation. Inflation is,
Right.
oh, I mean, sometimes it holds steady for a year or two, but inflation's always part of a capitalist economy. And if you mess with that, price fixing, that can cause big problems too. So, and Trump is very knowledgeable about business in general. A lot of people don't like the fact that a billionaire, is our president, or was our president. They want somebody, middle class to be president. But, a billionaire, regardless of how he got his money, knows things about economics on a large scale. So.
And I would say that he could potentially, I don't know him on a personal level, and I don't know Kamala on a personal level. But if I had to choose, I would say a billionaire is more trustworthy because they do have money versus someone that's going in there, $100K a year salary, they come walking out 4 years later, $100 million house, right? So.
Yeah, and I agree with that, because Trump has a lot of money invested in this country in New York real estate. Who was I going to mention? Anyway, so he has a lot to lose. So I don't know why people hate Trump. I don't know if he's racist or not, but I followed him I saw him in New York when the Trump casino, what's that called? The Taj Mahal went up in 1988 or 89. I was there, and he's been around a long time. We can trust him. Kamala has now Barack Obama. I was worried about our first black president, what he would do, but he was a fantastic president. He's a great international leader. He looks polished, and I could have him back in a second. But I don't know about her, because she doesn't seem too politically qualified.
Yeah. She didn't even get nominated to be the Democrat nominee, and she just got, pretty much handed it down to her after Biden decided he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, which is dangerous, because if you get off of qualifications and onto political cloudiness or whatever, and that can be really dangerous for a country, and end up with dictatorship or something like that, if you don't know the person's intentions. I don't know.
Yeah, so
I've studied a lot. So.
Yeah, so like now thinking about it, would you say, based off of like assessing both presidents, even if I know they're both not perfect, but if you had to choose the greater of the two, which would you say?
Trump. Yeah.
So you're gonna vote for Trump 24?
I don't know. I don't vote very often, but the only one I ever voted for was John Kerry, and because he was military, he had a military background. I don't know why I didn't. I just don't like voting on election day because it's so busy. Yeah. But this one is a weird one, so I don't know. Ron DeSantis, in terms of a governor, is excellent, I think, because I just read his bio the other day, and where he comes from is, he understands the needs of people, and Florida, because he's from Florida. There's other people that I would imagine should run for president, but it's so political that even if you have huge credentials, you may not win because it's just too political, and that's bad. But this is where we are,
Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big bag has no room.